Hi there and welcome back to my channel, Full Stack Explorers. In today's video, we will discuss the folder structure of Next.js framework so we can have a little bit understanding of it now. Let's get started now. First, we have .next folder. The .next folder in a Next.js project is a crucial directory that is automatically generated by Next.js when you build or run your project. This folder contains all the build artifacts, caches, and other internal files that Next.js uses to optimize and serve your application. Next, we have node_modules folder. The node modules folder is a critical directory in any node.js project. It contains all the dependencies, i.e., libraries and packages that your project needs to run. These dependencies are specified in your package.json file and installed via package managers like npm node package manager or yarn. Next, we have public folder. This folder contains static assets such as images, fonts, and other files. The files in this folder are served directly at the root URL. For example, public/favicon.ico is accessible at /favicon.ico. Next, we have src folder. In a typical Next.js project, the src folder is often used to organize the source code of the application. This structure helps in keeping the project organized and easy to navigate. The src folder is a convention used to house all the source code of your application. It's not a requirement by Next.js, but it's a common practice to keep your project's root directory clean. The pages folder is a special directory in Next.js. Files inside this folder are automatically treated as routes by Next.js. The structure of the pages folder directly maps to the routes of your application. Each file in the pages directory corresponds to a route in your application. For example, src/pages/about.js corresponds to the about route. You can create nested routes by using subfolders. For example, src/pages/blog/post.js corresponds to the blog post route. Dynamic routes can be created using square brackets. For example, src/pages/blog/id.js corresponds to dynamic routes like blog1, blog2, etc. The API folder inside the pages directory is used to define API routes. These are serverless functions that can be deployed and run as endpoints. Each file in the API directory maps to an API endpoint. For example, src/pages/API/hello.js creates an endpoint at API hello. Inside each API file, you export a function that handles the request and response. Next, we have styles folder. This folder contains CSS files to style your application. Commonly, a global style sheet globals.css is placed here. The other files you guys can see below is mostly the configuration files. Don't worry about that if any of above does not make any sense. Later when we worked on it, you guys will understand it briefly. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next videos now. Happy coding!